this shit up. Hey guys, could you see that? Did you see the way that guy was standing? I guess my live is still going. Hey, you guys, I'm sorry if my shit's boring. This has just been a fucking really eventful night. Fucking crackheads and all that shit galore. So I have my shit. I got my live going in case fuckers want to get jiggy with it. And get some entertaining content, you know. So there's some crackhead doing whatever the fuck over there. I'm not gonna let him, like, it's not my property. Like, he's obviously not the cleaning guy because he's startled. I startled him, you know. But you gotta have a little bit of street smarts. Because, like, now if he was doing that jiggy shit on my fucking property, something's gotta fucking die, you know. You guys can see this shit behind me at all. I'm just making sure nothing waltz up on me. Let me see what's going on. Some dude was just fucking standing like frozen fucking statue, man. That's all I give a shit about. Was making sure that my shit don't get fucking stolen. No one's trying to come at me sideways. Earlier this night, I had some fucking meth head try to fucking bust a rageaholic session on me. And it's crazy that this night's been eventful. So here we go. Like, are you the cleaning guy or? They must be the cleaning guy. Looks like he has access to the building. So, but why was he tripping on me then? Why the fuck you just standing there like a frozen fucking statue? Fuck, man. I'll read your comments in a minute. My bad, guys. This might be a boring ass video. I just wanted, in case shit popped off, I wanted to be ready for it to entertain y'all. Earlier tonight, fucking some meth head tried to fucking rage out on me, dude. I'm sitting down on a patio right now. I don't think he could tell with security. I have this blanket on my lap. He probably thought it was a dress. I'm very sure. Need your comments real fast. I'm the shit guy. I bring the shit. Sure, whatever, dude. Bring the shit, dude. You get clapped, dude. I just obey the law, bro. Like, I don't want to I have to brag about how deadly of a creature I am, but there's things called assault and battery and manslaughter laws. I'm not trying to go to prison, but I'm how they say I'm that one. So, hello XDS stuff. Boring video, like, dude, okay, I must have scared that person. Maybe they're the cleaning guy. But why sit there frozen like a fucking statue of a dark silhouette? Don't say hello and shit. So no one cares, but the last 3 short clips I uploaded, I didn't catch the incident, but some fucking meth head was yelling and shit, and he was over there, like fucking, what, maybe 50, 70 yards, okay? and he's starting to fucking yell at me and shit. I I pause my phone. I got earplugs in. I stand the fuck up. And I deploy. I start to deploy my little piece. I'll show yuns. I'll show yuns what I was carrying. I love fucking. This is my favorite Bowie knife. It's a fucking top skull crusher, dude. And so, anyways, because, there's a law of the jungle. I don't know if he's got a fucking knife. I don't know if he's got a fucking crowbar or some shit. So meth head came up earlier yelling, dude. And then when I stood up, I didn't brandish this. I just started to take it out, the strap out the cut. Then he walks up to a bus stop sign and starts strangling it violently. And then he starts to act like he's on the phone talking to somebody. And then he goes this way as fuck, dude. And then I know what the fuck he was doing. So this dude is trying to pray, not the guy, the cleaning guy over there. Some meth head earlier is trying to bully or fucking unleash his rage or fucking 211 robbery in progress. He's trying to rob somebody. I have this blanket on my lap, and I think he thought I was a chick. I think he thought I was like some homeless chick trying to sit here and get warm and shit. And because I'm sitting like on a patio outside of fucking this facility that I'm fucking guarding, dude. There's a street in front of me, but hear the dead silence. You're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I've been trying to call coyotes. I have a coyote caller. This mimics a fucking dying rabbit. It's gonna make a guy over there scared or whatever. So that's supposed to attract coyotes, but the springtime's over. I'm listening for them because what was it? The night before last, I could actually hear them starting to bark. And even sitting down like this, sometimes coyotes will come and check me out because they think I'm like a juvenile or that I'm not I stand up and they fucking take off, So that shows how evil coyotes are. They'll try to eat your kids because I'm sitting down. That meth head. You guys want to hear a really fucked up story? This is why I know what kind of guy this meth head was. Okay. Like 5 or 7 years ago, whatever, around COVID lockdown. All right. It was a really cold winter. It was really dark. It was like barely 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm waiting for the bus. The bus is all fucked up because it's COVID. Like, they only take 5 or 10 people, and then they just ditch you. They won't stop. I don't remember why I was walking in the opposite direction of the bus stop. I think I was going to go get coffee, maybe. Excuse me. And I see these two bums. One bum who's always sleeping at this church, right? And this other healthier looking bum, younger bum, he's walking away from the bum that's always sleeping there, and the bum that's sleeping there, he starts to like yell and scream, and he starts punching the shit out of his own face, dude. I don't know what's going on. And then the younger bum comes up to me and he's talking to me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Like kind of like, get the point, dude, go away. Like, what do you want? And then he got quiet, and I got quiet, and then he walked away. So I was wondering what the fuck was that about? So obviously what was going on is that younger, healthier bum was robbing, mugging, or molesting, or whatever the fucking other bum that's always sleeping at the fucking church. So there's the church, there's like a fucking the entrance, there's a stairs, there's like I guess you would call a patio before you go inside the building, and he's always sleeping right there. And that dude was obviously bullying him, and the fucking bum started punching himself in the face. So I don't know, but this guy, meth head earlier is coming up, and I probably look like a woman from far away because I have a blanket on my lap, so it probably looks like I'm wearing a dress and I'm sitting down, right? And he starts his chest. I see his chest and his trajectories coming to me. So I get up and I didn't wave this at his face or nothing. I get up and I start taking this shit out of my belt, dude. Like, what the fuck is going on, right? And then he changes his trajectory and he continues to walk along the sidewalk, and then he's acting like he's on a phone. He puts his hand to here, and he's like acting like he's arguing about a woman or to a woman, and then he walks up to a bus sign, like a bus sign on a pole, and he starts like shaking the shit out of it like he's trying to strangle somebody. So he obviously wanted to take his anger out on somebody weaker than him, and when I stood up, he got the point. That shit pisses me off, man. Not that he would just do that shit to me, but people who people people who like to prey on the innocent, especially like Epstein fucks and these stupid goddamn aristocratic fucking uh, presidents or kings or whatever we have to serve. All these fuckers on the Epstein list that we have to pay taxes to fuck our rights and to pay them tax dollars to go party with Jeffrey Epstein and give all our money to Israel and fuck up the world economy. Like they're doing that shit to us. They're bullying us like that, man. And I'm not trying to virtue signal, but as like I'm like a kind of a big, strong guy, right? Like people who are evil like that, people who prey upon the innocent and like, you were so brave, you were so bold to come fuck with a small person, but when I stood up and you saw that I'm like a 6 foot plus man and I have a security uniform too, even if I didn't have the security thing going on, he doesn't know if I'm armed or not, you know? Like, oh, now it's a challenge. Now it's a challenge. You're not so mad anymore, huh? Like all of a sudden you're a cool guy, huh? Those kind of people need to get their ass severely beat or worse. That's really fucking evil, dude. Really fucking bad, you know. So, like, I don't care. I have no filter, man. If I ever have to defend myself or hurt somebody, I'm gonna try to have self control and only do enough damage to stop the attack. But honestly, a bad person like that, after it registered in my mind what kind of person he is, if there was no such thing as law and order, if this was like the Wild West, and there's like, oh, there's not a sheriff for 400 miles back in town, and if I wasn't at work and shit, I would have got up and I would have hunted him. I would have hunted him and put him out of his misery so that he couldn't hurt anybody else. And I have a dream, like Martin Luther King. I have a dream that in the afterlife, I get to be one of God's tormentors because, like, like the idea of torturing Epstein people and the fucking Talmud fucks. You know, you guys know the Talmud condones all sorts of the most horrific, murderous pedophilia to goy kids. Like Dan Bilzerian, who should be president, he's read the Talmud, and he's supposedly the biggest anti-Semite there is. And he mentions that under age of 9 and 3, there's passages in the Talmud that says like, oh, if you're a Jew, you're allowed to touch kids. Look at everybody, the faggots. You guys are faggots. I went from like 2 or 5 views to everybody left. You politically correct fucking cucks. It's so cucked, dude. I hope you guys aren't fucking white people because you're even more fucking cucked. In the Talmud, it condones all sorts of really horrible pederasty and murder toward Gentile kids. And we all pay for that shit, man. The stupid fucking evangelical Protestants of my country are all about thinking that Israel's God's chosen people and we just exist to wipe their ass and help their fucking genocide and shit like that, dude. But I'm always going on that tangent. I'm always going on that tirade. The fact of the matter is, I know the few men that I recommend, I support, the bigger channels than mine that sometimes see my content. You know, I know they agree with me. I know a real man would agree with me, but if you don't have a gleeful, joyous inclination to torture and destroy those types of evil people, you don't have any testosterone, you are a coward, and you have the sin of omission and apathy. And I run into these stupid cuckianity, not Christianity. I'm a real fucking Christian. I run into these fucking stupid fake evangelical Protestant fucking cucks that, oh, we need to love our enemies and turn the cheek and forgive Jeffrey Epstein or some bitch ass shit. That's not Christian, dude. You really think, you stupid fucks, like evangelical Protestants, they cherry pick, they bounce between verses in the Bible, and they don't understand. They claim to have a monopoly on Christianity and the Bible and shit. They're fucking idiots. Like it's common sense that Jesus would want us men to avenge the Epstein kids, to eradicate the false leaders and the false antichrist leaders of our fucking state, and make freedom ring. You know what I'm saying? It's only fucking common sense. The whole being a servant and turning the cheek and loving your enemies, that has a different context. It's common fucking sense. So, anyways, it's a wonder people were actually watching until I went on a righteous fucking tirade, and it goes to show you that people nowadays just want to be entertained, and they don't want to get involved in anything that has to do with virtue or sacrifice or put themselves at risk for the truth, and that's cowardice. That's fucking cowardice. It's cowardice not even to try to support the few ones that have the balls to stand up to it. It really is. So, you guys, you'll have to live with yourself and that shame when Judgment Day fucking comes, you know? But until then, just like the soldiers of Gideon said, a sword for the Lord and for his servant Gideon and stuff, dude. So, you guys try to live with yourself being fucking cucks. But as for me and my homies, we're straight up gonna be crusaders, dude. And on Judgment Day, we'll be able to have pride, and we'll be able to, and before Judgment Day, we'll be able to look in the mirror and know that we're real men. And everybody who who shuns or disavows or ignores or trolls my admonitions, you guys know that you're cowards. You know, not the people who agree with what I'm saying. I'm talking about the people that don't want to put themselves out there to give a fuck about virtue, and they just want to be passerbys at this great time where we need real men to stand up and make freedom come back and avenge the victims. So that's what's up, you know. So let me see. Let me lean over real quick, and I guess that guy over there is a cleaning dude. I scared him. So, anyways, before I go, this is the top skull crusher knife. The top skull crusher knife. I really love this thing. I need to get a Kydex sheath for it, dude. I so do. But I love Yuns. This is Mr. Nacho. I got some channel changes coming up, foo. And we're gonna watch scary things. We're gonna talk about scary fucking things, dude. So I don't have to clock in for 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna talk about scary fucking things, dude. Hey, how you doing? Tonight was eventful. I'm doing security. There's been crackheads and shit. I only started this live because I thought somebody over there was a crackhead. They were scared. They were getting on my radar. And I guess I was scaring the shit out of them, dude. Like the dude was just standing there, fucking frozen, man. Like what the fuck, dude? Like a black silhouette just standing there, all fucking like, whatever, man, whatever. That's why, right? Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. Scariest stories. I say the same shit all the time. I have 15 minutes until I have to re-clock in. I have to clock in every hour, so I'm just gonna blab to fucking stay awake, guys. Talk about scary things. First, my channel is it's undergoing some changes and things. We're going to be exploring things of the preternatural nature and all those kind of things. Hey guys, look at my playlists. Anything that has a star in front of it is all important shit. Okay, it's not from me. It's not my boring shit. It's actually from credible channels that are more exciting and stuff, right? And then what was that? Okay, so for 15 minutes we're gonna talk about fucking scary things. Okay. I got some scary stories. These are true fucking stories, dude. So I have talked to other people that have even scarier stories, and they seem really genuine. A lot of them come from like Mexico or South America, right? Mexico, South America. Do you guys know that like in Mexico and South America that there's a lot of police body cam footage of unexplainable paranormal events, and since they don't have, they're not bitches like us in the U.S. Fucking like how I'm talking about esoteric things, so that people get turned off to it. In that region of the world, they're more open-minded to it, and it's very credible. It's very credible that police body cam footage has caught unexplainable phenomena and stuff like that. And those kind of things like I think Skinwalker Ranch is in the what's that called, the western part, like the I can't, I have to Google it. Everywhere where in the regions of North America, from like wherever the Hopi Indians and like the Apache Indians and Cherokee too, that's way away from there, but Appalachia, the Appalachian area, I have Cherokee Indian blood, thank you God. Okay, so that is haunted. You can look up the Brown Mountain Lights of Appalachia. It's haunted, dude. And then everywhere from where like the Hopi Indians were, to like down to where like the Apache, and the Comanche Indians. That's like New Mexico, Arizona ish, all that region, all the way down to where the Aztecs and the Incas and the Toltecs, past that, all the way down to like Peru, right? All that stuff, dude, is haunted. All that stuff goes back thousands and thousands of years. It's not a disputed argument that all those people know that their shit is haunted. Did you guys ever seen the Paracas skulls of Peru? They're fucking giants, dude. Remember Paracas skulls of Peru? Paracas skulls of Peru. There's been cannibalistic tribes of fucking giants in North America and South America. It's a fact. Like, I don't understand why you atheists are so fucking boring and don't want to look into that shit. You like jacking off or something. You don't want to believe sin exists or something, but there was tribes or races of cannibalistic giants all in America, Okay, you have the government admitting that there's UFOs and shit, right? You have the Hadron Collider in CERN, Switzerland. You have people that are scientifically based. They're not superstitious, they're not religious, and they're admitting that we have the ability today to talk or to find out there's interdimensional beings. So it's not out of the realm of possibility anymore that a lot of preternatural or fucking alien or cryptid shit actually fucking exists. So with all that said, people just going back to bed. But I have about 11 minutes to convey to you the paranormal, ostensible paranormal activity that I have incurred. I will look up, let's do this. What time is it right now? 3:09. So we'll pick an age, right? We won't even go back to the beginning. It's now 3:50, so 3 plus 5 is 8. When I was 8 years old, the only paranormal activity that I could really feel was the most foreboding ass presences in my house. How you doing, Izzy? Izzy. Hey, by the chance, Izzy, you're not Isabella, you know Lucas, right? Let me know if you're Isabella who knows Lucas and Ariana. Izzy. I don't sorry if you're a dude. I can't see. Sorry about that. One of my favorite girlfriends is named Isabella, and I ran into her out of nowhere when I was in San Jacinto, and I was fat. I didn't have my long hair anymore, and she laughed in my face. Now I'm all buff and stuff again. I'd be like, hey, what's up, Izzy? So, yeah. Plus, my friend Lucas, I've hit up his channel, so I don't know if he actually hollered back and I missed it. So, oh man, man. Hey, sorry if you're a dude, Izzy. I don't want to disrespect you like that. I might as well. I have to clock in in 9 minutes again. I have to clock in every hour. Instead of talking about haunted shit, I'll talk about my one of my favorite girlfriends, Isabella. Hell yeah. Isabella was the prettier sister of her sister Ariana, and Ariana was my friend Lucas's chick. Ariana was a slave to Lucas, dude. Imagine if you woke up in the morning and you just stretch your arms out and your chick fucking dresses you for you, makes you breakfast in bed. He played the guitar. He was a sexy dude for not working out and being fat. I asked him one time, I'm like, when you guys go to they always use the restroom at the same time. Miss me with that shit. Whenever I had a girlfriend, dude, I'm not gonna take a shit in front of my girlfriend, man. But they were practically married. I don't know, whatever they want to do, but I don't care how much some home bitch loves me or vice versa. I'm not taking a shit in front of my fucking chick, dude. So teach their own. But I asked Lucas, I'm like, dude, do you do that in the shower? Do you just stretch your arms out and she washes you? He's like, yeah. I was like, one, you're spoiled. Two, stop being jealous of me and my friend Javi and my friend John. Because my friend Lucas only banged one chick in his life. And it was Ariana, who was the less prettier sister than Isabella. Hi, X Wi-Fi. You cool, man? Cool. How you guys doing? So I hope everybody's 18 and over. Don't plug your ears or go away if you're not 18 years old. So Lucas he only banged one chick. It was Ariana, and he was mad. He was jealous, really jealous of me and my other friends because we banged other chicks, dude. And Lucas didn't understand how much work that was, dude. Like now that red pill philosophy exists, now I know that I was simping out. Now I know that the times changed and you gotta abide by the word of Andrew Tate. Like, like the word, like the Bible, like Andrew Tate 3:16 will show you how to get modern chicks nowadays. The dynamic has changed. I quit trying so hard. I got older. So now I'm not getting any chicks, right? But once upon a time, I like really and totally once in a blue ass moon. Oh shit, there was supposed to be like a different moon tonight or something. Like I could screenshot it. So it's gonna be like a bluish moon. I missed it. Fuck. Okay, so Lucas is pissed. He's never banged any other chicks besides Ariana. And Ariana had huge tits and ass, dude. But she wasn't pretty, man. She got really fat, dude. And Lucas got caught by Ariana playing with her sister Isabella, man. And fucking Isabella is a lesson, you guys, to like how you should treat women or some shit, dude. Because I'm like a Christian dude and stuff, right? So, Isabella was with this dude named James, and he was a total dirtball, dude. See, I was the kind of heavy metal guy that likes sexy guitar work, like lead guitar, like stuff that sounds like Santana or fucking like Jimi Hendrix kind of lead guitars. Very beautiful melodies and shit, right? So, as those kind of metalheads, we actually shower, right? And we actually have hygiene and we kind of work out and stuff. And we're kind of better, we're kind of way more sexy than like fucking punk rock and what you call gutter punk and what you call like gutter thrash. Like I'm not talking about Metallica thrash metal. That's in the heavy metal world. Thrash metal's like Napalm Death. And I knew these dudes that used to swear by Napalm Death, and they are fucking dirt balls, dude. But they were tough. They get in fights and shit, dude. And so, anyways, Isabella, right? She's with this punk dude named James, and I did. They briefly broke up. I tried to be James. I tried to be cool with him, but he didn't reciprocate it, man. And so when they briefly broke up, I was like, "Fuck it, dude." So I go to fuck Isabella and stuff. I didn't, dude. I didn't know her dude James is such a dirtball. He never does her in the pussy, dude. He's always doing her in the butt and shit. And fucking, I didn't know that, dude. So I totally, Isabella gave me such good hospitality. I was like, I'm gonna do you right, you know. And I used her as a human cardio machine, doing her in the right hole and everything. And yeah, dude, I made that bitch sprung, dude. She was really fat too, but she was really pretty and had huge tits for being fat. And because she got fat because she was in a stupid relationship, dude. And I was kind of hard timing it, and I had nowhere to go. And she's like, "Oh, you could come over." And then I come over, and she goes, "Oh, I just want to cuddle." Like, "Oh shit, we're not gonna fuck, huh?" So I didn't get mad. I was just like, "Oh, whatever. At least I have like like a pretty chick and a warm bed today." And then all of a sudden, she starts going to town. I start taking her to Pound Town, dude. And yeah, dude. And then yeah, bro. I'm like giving you guys a Christian lesson of doing chicks in the right hole and not watching porn and shit. The closer and closer I got to like mid-30s age and shit, a lot of my friends, they were jacking they shit too much to fucking female degradation on their fucking prawn hub phone. So like trying to be a good old Christian boy, I like for practically never did that shit. Or I went through long bouts of not doing what normal men do on their fucking phones, dude. And so I had like a healthier mind. I had a stronger tensile in my erectile. right? And so I went to town, dude, and a lot of dude, I was talking to some Zoomers today. They're like looks maxing fucking Zoomers at the gym, dude. And these fuckers, dude, they're not getting laid, dude. You ever heard of that Mouse Utopia experiment? There was a Universe 25. Universe 25 or Mouse Utopia was a scientific experiment where they put a bunch of fucking mice in a huge tank. You know, when it started being overpopulated or some dumb shit, the mice started going crazy, and there'd be a lot of these male mices that all they did, they never bred, they never tried to hook up with chicks, but they would groom themselves all day, and they were called the beautiful ones. And these people nowadays, they're into bodybuilding. I'm not dissing bodybuilders. I'm just saying we got something called looks maxing now. I guess it's a trend among younger dudes. And I was talking to some of these fuckers, dude. We were in the sauna, and they didn't want to talk to me no more because, like, they're doing this looks maxing shit. But I actually got off my ass, dude. I did martial arts, yada yada, right? They don't do anything, dude. And they didn't want to talk anymore because they're trying to flex about the kind of cars they rented and how much money they spent, like getting to get bitches. Like they're like, oh, right now I don't have a girlfriend because that shit's too expensive. You know, I'm just like as if it was some kind of virtue that they don't go out, they don't party, they don't care about chicks. They're just trying to be social media influencers, look good as possible, and they think that they're hustling. And then I was like, oh shit, dude, you know, because I'm always preaching about, I didn't get on this tirade with them, but I'm always preaching about how now that like hip hop and rap music overran everything, men are expected to have a bullshit image. It's way more, it's a far more materialistic than my generation. When rock and roll was more popular, dude, fucking A, dude. Chicks weren't so superficial like that, man. Everything is more about being wild and partying hard, right? And being true to yourself. Like Generation X would have never took the COVID jab. They would have never let us go to Iran and waste gas money and shit. Generation X was the last generation that was like, fuck you, I don't believe you, I will not comply, I'm not gonna do what you say. Take that shit, put it up your ass, go fuck off. They're the last generation to tell all authority to go fuck yourself. So we live by those kind of rules. And fucking, I will give you an example, dude. My favorite girlfriend, right? The blonde chick, right? Having sex with her was like getting into a fucking fight, dude. She was so feisty and she was so fucking like violent and fucking. I'm not talking about violent like lust. I'm talking about like this bitch would pimp slap you out of nowhere, dude. And I got the point because I put that how wedos are supposed to be. I put that rock and roll in my soul. So whenever she started beating my ass, dude, I would just tackle her to the ground, start tickling her till she fucking pissed, dude. Start like fucking beating her ass, dude, like slapping her in the ass so hard it hurt my whole forearm and hand, biting her ass so fucking hard, dude. Fucking biting her neck, dude, fucking like pinning her down and getting kicked in the fucking balls, dude. That bitch Spartan kicked me off the bed so fucking hard one time. And I saw one time we're at a party and this dude, he's talking too much and he's dressed really nice and everybody stops to see what he's about. So she takes interest in him. She goes up to him and fucking pimp slaps him. And his eyes water like, what did I do? Like he can't hit her back because we're all tough dudes and that's our girl. And fucking we start laughing at him, dude. We're like, you don't know what to do with women, bro. Like, it's a different dynamic now, Brent, man. Like, fucking, it's such a different world. So, back up. These looks maxing dudes, they're all mad that fucking, you know, that I do shit, and they're just trying to be fucking pretty boys, right? I'm not flexing, dude. I'm trying to tell you a history lesson, man. And then they're like flexing on how this dude's rented a Lambo before. I'm like, wow, you're working really hard for chicks, dude. I just bought like vodka. I bought like all I had to do was buy some vodka for that blonde chick, buy like a 36 pack of beer for myself and for my friends, and fucking the blonde chick, she was a fucking bartender, dude. She bought the cocaine. She bought the fucking hotel, dude. Like I practically spent no money to get laid, dude. So I was like, damn, man, like they were ignoring me like I'm a boomer tard and I'm not cool and shit. And I was just kind of thinking like, dude, you guys are fucking sad, man. I'm not talking shit. You guys are cool because no matter what age bracket you fall under, you're like actually listening and absorbing this. And what I'm all about is bringing back those times, guys. We got to bring back those times. We got to get our fucking freedom back. We got to end this fucking political correctness. I got to clock in. We have to clock in every hour. We have on one side the woke shit. We have the libtards, the liberals and shit. And they're trying to beat us men down with all this enforced political fucking correctness, right? And then on the right, we have these magatards, these pro fucking Zionists at all costs, trying to make our country like you better believe in the Bible, and we better waste all this money on Israel. You better not do anything that's like a terrorist. Well, not, they're both the same. They're both going to take your Second Amendment. Like the politically correct side is going to take your Second Amendment because they're scared and allergic to fucking toxic masculinity. And then on the right, they're gonna find a way to fuck your rights in the name of anti-terrorism and shit like that. So, really, dude, it's the aristocracy versus us. You know, no matter what creed, color, kind, religion you are, we're Western men. We're Western men. I'm pretty sure you're a white dude too, and fucking like it doesn't really matter about color as long as you're nationalistic, dude. I'm talking about nationalistic as in the West is supposed to be fucking free, dude. When I hear about these stupid fucking illegal immigrants that shouldn't be in these countries in Europe and the UK, and they're stabbing people, raping women in the street, stabbing fucking kids, they get away with it and shit. But UK citizens aren't allowed to carry fucking knives. That shit really, really pisses me off, man. I mean, fuck, dude, for fucking realies, man. I don't that. It's an understatement, man. That's some cuck shit. And all us fucking all us citizens need to unite together and have each other's back. When the feds come to your neighbor's house, go fuck them up, dude. Bust the fucking Ruby Ridge and shit, man. As citizens of the West, man, we need to protest by sticking up for our own civilians. When you see your fellow man get pulled over, you need to pull over and start filming those cops, dude. And I'm not talking about like when cops are actually doing a good job, like they're pulling over thugs or fucking vandal fucking meth heads or street trash people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when they come for us to fight for our rights, which will happen, dude. It's already been happening, man. Basically, another thing that all the citizens need to do to unite together is all unanimously refuse to pay taxes. Let me take this picture. Imagine, imagine how much freedom we would have if we all united together under what's that called, mutual imprecation or whatever, to vow we all stop paying taxes, and then when the government tries to send their feds, we all unite together, go cluck cluck. What are you gonna do? I don't think so, motherfucker. Fuck your unconstitutional fucking taxes. Shove the Talmud and shove the Star of David back up their fucking ass too. So yeah, dude, honestly, that's what it is. That's what time it is. That's what we should do. Okay, gotta clock in. But anyways, I guess back to Isabella. My friend here, whose name is Izzy. I'm sorry if you're not a chick. I hope you're everybody who's not 18. Please fuck off. What was I gonna say? If you're a dude, Izzy, I'm sorry if I disrespected you. One of my favorite girlfriends is named Isabella. I used to call her heavy metal sugar mama, and I was doing her in the right hole, and that's how I made her fall in love. She broke up with her punk rock briefly. Broke up with her punk rock boyfriend, who was a dirt ball. And I guess he was only doing her in the butt, dude. And then uh, I'm not the most well endowed out of all my friends, but I'm not on the lower side of the totem pole either. So when I was like swing and I like whipped out the rod of correction, she was fucking scared, dude. She really thought that all dudes just want to do chicks in the butt, and I was like, calm down, sweetie. Like I'm gonna do you right, you know. So that leads me to my next plight, dude. That us which you guys, you get done graduating from Hustlers University with Andrew Tate, then you come join my Christian biker gang, right? If you're atheist, as long as you're the kind of atheist like Jesse Ventura, who should be president, yeah, Jesse Ventura. He was Jesse the Body Ventura in pro wrestling. He was the governor of Minnesota. He's atheist, and he's a really good guy. You're allowed to be in my gang. You're just gonna want to get baptized because we're gonna shove the Talmud and the fucking Star of David back up Trump's ass, up Netanyahu's ass. Then we're gonna go to Israel, all those fucking dudes that spit on goys and spit on Christians. We're gonna whoop their ass. We're gonna burn the Talmud that condones all this pedophilia and murder toward Gentile kids. We're gonna find Epstein too and burn him, right? The the aristocrats of the world who are building those bomb shelters to survive nuclear holocaust, who are burning out Maui, they're burning up LA, they're burning all this land, confiscating it from civilians so they could build their bomb bunkers. Well, we're gonna lock them in their own bomb built bunkers and put those like 6 foot man eating crabs in there. That's what, do you guys know that that's what Genghis Khan would do, right? You guys know if Genghis Khan was still alive and he caught wind that the kings of the earth, the politicians or whatever, they're building bomb bunkers to survive World War III. I just know anybody who studied history would be like, fuck, dude, you're pretty smart. Yeah, I listen to heavy metal, dude. Genghis Khan would lock them in their own bomb bunkers with those like I don't forgot what island. I think it's North Sentinel Island or South Sentinel Island. I think it's South Sentinel Island. South Sentinel Island has crabs that are like 4 feet long, dude. And they'll it's a famous story that some lady, she was some kind of explorer or some kind of archaeologist, and she went to that island and she went missing. And then they eventually they went to that island, they couldn't find her, and they reasoned what happened to her is she was sleeping. They forensically put together she was sleeping one night and all of a sudden woke up with like literally 34-foot crabs everywhere, tearing her apart, eating her. Genghis Khan would lock them in their own bunkers and seal them in there with those fucking crabs, dude. Ah, man, God allows evil people to exist so that good men have something to torture and destroy, dude, to unleash all your frustrations out on, dude. I don't want to hurt innocent people. I love like dogs and cats. I had a pet cat that got thousands of views. That's where the bulk of my subscribers come from, dude. Like, because people think I just want to kill shit. No, I want to kill shit that deserves to die, dude. That shit would be really fun. And if you have testosterone, you'll think the same. But yeah, back to Isabella. Yeah, I was doing her in the right hole, right? Right on, dude. The Christian way. Oh, yeah. So after we do that, we're gonna go to Israel and we're gonna convert all their chicks, dude. Like, you know how a lot of you guys out there, you're wage cucking it. You know, you're like working at Fat Donald's, you're working at Starbucks. Like you work at Starbucks, you're fucking miserable. You have to put on a fake smile. All the hot chicks that you work around at Starbucks or whatever restaurant or whatever wage cooking job you have, right? You work next to hot chicks, right? They make the same money as you. They work at the same place as you. For some reason, you're not good enough to date them, right? Well, I got good news, especially when we conquer the Arab lands in the name of the cross, right? We're gonna convert their chicks and like, you know, hot Persian chicks, Lebanese chicks, and it's gonna cause our atheist men to want to get baptized Christians so they could join the party and convert these Semitic chicks with the rod of correction, right? They teach them how to shave their unibrow. You know, these Muslim chicks, dude, their dudes have been like throwing battery acid in their face. Their dudes make them wear a ninja moo gown like all the fucking time in the desert. It's fucking hot as shit, right? The Muslim dudes are always like fucking sheep and goats and camels before they put the same dingaling in their chicks, right? In the wrong hole, right? And then the chicks have to put up with a fucking religion where Muhammad was a chomo, right? We're gonna end that shit. And all the dudes that are wage cucking it, low income, but you know, you work out and fucking you work out, you're healthy, and for some fucking reason, dude, you're just in a chick drought, right? Drought of chicks. You don't get chicks. Well, we're gonna fix that, dude. If this is what real Christianity is, dude, the Crusaders, dude, all this shit like, oh, Jesus wants us to forgive Jeffrey Epstein, this fucking evangelical bitch ass mega church Zionist fucking stupid. Southern California is the hub of mega church cuckianity. That's not Christianity, it's cuckianity, dude. I'm always butting heads on with them on doctrine. They tell us to be bitches and doormats and pacifists and turn the other cheek and shit. Like, dude, that's so fucking out of context. So fucking out of context, dude. If this was the medieval times, the Crusaders would be calling us bitches and forcing us to join my Christian patriotic biker gang to go to the Mideast and fucking convert all the Semitic chicks by our rod of correction after we teach them how to shave their unibrow. And then, do you know, guys, you know how hot like Lebanese and Persian bitches are? They're I've you know I fucked a good share of chicks, dude. I haven't fucked as much chicks as my friends, but I'll tell you the score, dude. Like Mexican chicks are pretty hot, especially the more Spaniard they are, right? If they're more native than Spaniard, they can still be pretty hot. But the Spaniard ones, a lot of them, they have like, you know, really big hips, big ass. They're pretty, dude. But these chicks, dude, a lot of them, if you notice, like they might have wide hips. They kind of have wide shoulders too. I remember a lot of my friends fucking simping out, like, oh my god, her ass is so big. I would be like, dude, her whole fucking back is fucking huge, dude. And then you move on up to, I fucked one cubanita. Yeah, dude, she had like really nice narrow shoulders and really big hips for a skinny girl. Right? And then what's that? I fucked a Dominicana too. The two German chicks I banged, dude, really nice narrow feminine shoulders. So like, you're bending over some bitch with a huge ass, with fucking wide hips and really narrow shoulders. But some of the Hispanic chicks, regular Hispanic chicks I've banged, I'm like, please stop lifting weights because I'm not trying to bend over She-Ra and shit, bitch. Like, fuck, dude, your upper back muscles are kind of buff, too. Like, your whole back is huge, not just your ass, dude. Lebanese chicks, they're like, on average, dude, they look like a Latina with an even prettier face, slightly smaller hips, and bigger tits on average, dude. They're fucking really hot, dude. Persian and Lebanese women, dude. Really hot, dude. God put them on the earth for us to fucking convert to Christianity, to whoop their dudes' asses. And like we have these stupid, like, The fucking stupid ass foreigners that our government keeps importing in our country to replace us as a cheaper workforce, right? I mean, you guys hear this the mantra that's always military age fighting men. Fuck those dudes. They're stabbing people and shit. We're gonna whoop their ass and send them back into their country, like dropping them out of airplanes and shit, right? And fucking commandeer their chicks because we're doing them in the right hole. We're converting them to the Lord. We're gonna dedicate their kids, I mean, to the Lord. So like God put Persian chicks, Jewish chicks, and Lebanese chicks on the planet for us to convert with the rod of correction to the Holy Cross, dude. And so this is real Christianity. These are the perks of joining my patriotic biker gang. Occam's razor, dude. I mean, if we keep living, if they can't kill us yet, dude. If Bill Gates can't concede some way to really unalive us as fast as possible, Occam's razor's telling you guys that my idea of a Christian utopia where you guys are all joining my patriotic biker gang, converting these chicks with the rod of correction, right, to the holy cross of the Lord by doing them in the right hole after teaching them how to shave their unibrow, right, whooping Ahmed's ass, whooping fucking, what's his name, Ben Shapiro's ass, commandeering their fucking chicks, right? That's what David did in the Bible, motherfuckers. These stupid fucking cucks that call themselves Christian. Like, oh my God, that's not Christian. Christ never. We need to turn the other cheek and be cucks. Dude, King David was Jesus's great granddaddy. He went around Persians, Palestinians, Philistines spelled P-H, right? It's the modern day word of saying Philistine is Palestinian. David and his son went around slapping around Ahmed, whooping Ben Shapiro's ass, confiscating their chicks, right? And converting them with the rod of correction, dude. The rod of correction that's in our pants, dude. Fucking doing them in the right hole and fucking converting them to the Lord, sanctifying them, you know. Yeah, dude, doing them in the right hole and shit. And then that will end the epidemic of male loneliness in the West, because these chicks come from really poor countries. They have no say, anyways, dude. And let me tell you guys, women, they always bitch. They always use reverse psychology. These chicks fucking want us to do that, bro. I was going on a tirade the other day, right? Like someone asked me, what's my survival plan for the end of the world? You know, shit hits the fan. They're like, you don't know how to like trap like food out there. You're not really a real hunter. You're gonna starve to death. No, dude. I have natural enemies and I know what towns they live in. I'm nomadic. They're not. They're stationary. I know where they live. We just go whoop their ass and take their chicks. And their chicks want us to do it, dude. I'll tell you why I know this. So I know some dude. He's an asshole. We're not friends anymore. He's one of the first I have to unalive in a zombie apocalypse. This guy, dude, if you're not 18, don't be listening to me. Go fuck off, okay? Dude, I'm not trying to be gross, dude. I had the carpool with this guy, right? He's telling me that okay, so one, if his chick, whatever chick he's with, don't take it up the ass, then it's a no-go or he's gonna whoop her ass. So then he's telling me how he slams his chick's head in the ground while he's fucking her from behind. And then he told me about how one time he had a piece of shit on his dick from fucking her in the ass. And then he's all like had her by the hair, like, you better suck that shit off. And she's like, no, no. And then like he's gonna threaten to beat her ass, right? He's on steroids, he's a fighter, nobody could stop him, right? And then she's gonna succumb to his whim. And then he's like, okay, I won't make you do it, but now I know you love me. Like, wow, what the fuck, dude? That's why we don't get laid, guys. I guess that's what women love to deal with nowadays. But he's one of the first people I would unalive, and I would take his chick. I would do her in the right hole. I would convert her by my holy rod of correction. I would baptize her, right, and in many different ways. And that's what world Christianity is all about, guys. That's what the Crusaders would have us do. We're being cucks. You guys got trained with this notion that, oh, religion's bad. Oh, you guys got fooled by like with fourth wave feminism and motherfucking what's that called, Zionist propaganda and shit. That like, oh, religion's so bad, theocracy is so bad. Fool, do you know what the Crusaders' theocracy would be? We would all rise up. We would take a day off of work. We'd go into our broom closet. We would get an Armalite or a Remington or a fucking baseball bat, a golf club, or a tactical fly swatter. We would first go to the White House, go fuck them up, get the Epstein list, lock them in their own bunkers, send the crabs, right? Burn the Talmud. Then we swim across the Atlantic Ocean all in one day, shove the Talmud and the Star of David up Netanyahu's ass, make the gas prices go down, convert their chicks by the holy rod of correction, right? Then we party and we get bored of those chicks and we need some more polygamy, right? Then we go to fucking Ahmed and Muhammad's land or whatever, whoop their fucking ass, do their chicks in the right hole, convert them by the rod of correction, and baptize them in many different ways, dude. That's if the Crusaders were still alive, they would be banging their fucking swords on their shield. They would be fucking hoorahing me and everything, dude. And I'm not a hero, dude. I'm just a good historian. And you guys have been fooled. And they're like, oh, toxic masculinity and religions, like Christianity turned into cuckianity because of Zionist propaganda and fourth wave feminism and all that shit. So that's why you guys think that's bad. But oh, another reason why you guys have to join my Christian biker gang is it would be a religious right that you have to own a weapon, like the stupid fucking Sikhs. You guys know that recently, you can look on the show, Jake Monroe, in one of his latest episodes. Some Sikh, some towelhead piece of shit, he stabbed some kid in fucking Ireland. He's getting away with it because even though UK citizens are not allowed to have knives, this Sikh bitch can have fucking knives because it's part of his religion. So therefore, when you join after you get done with Andrew Tate's Hustlers University, and then you come and join my Christian biker gang, we need to make this own religion, a new religion, dude, so that it's in our religion to own weapons, so they can't take that shit away from us. You guys understand? So it makes it even easier to take that day off of work, go into your broom closet, go get an Armalite, a Remington, a baseball bat, or a tactical fly swatter. You won't have to have a tactical fly swatter. You'll have a Remington. You'll have an Armalite. You'll have an AK. We go and convert and commandeer everybody's fucking chick for the Lord. That's the perks that you'll get by joining my patriotic Christian biker gang. So act now. Please subscribe. Fuck yeah. You guys remember, everything on my stupid playlist, it's not me fucking blabbing over and over. Look at my stupid fucking playlist lists, right? Everything that has a fucking star in front of the damn title is something very, very important to fucking watch. God bless, up the iron, say fuck yeah, keep on rocking what was the last vestiges of the free world. Hail Christ, fuck Satan, go Crusaders. Fucking A.